Hey guys, it's mcfixit here. I'm going to show you how to get rid of your old spark plugs and put brand new ones in on your 2009 to 2015 Toyota Rav4. All the tools, all the supplies, and the know-how on how you can do this. Stick around and watch the whole video. So here are the tools and the supplies for this project. I have a 4-cylinder, so it's going to take 4 spark plugs. These are Dielectric, which is exactly what they came with. It is an SK16HR11, and this is that one that I pulled out of it. Please make sure they are gapped appropriately as well. Your new ones, it is 0.1 millimeters. Make sure you're not on the inches side, but actually millimeters. You're going to need a torque wrench, ratchet, and then a regular ratchet, a 5/8 socket, which has the little boot down in here that holds it. Some of them are magnetic as well. A 10 millimeter. I'm using about a 6-inch extension. You could use a little bit longer. And then I also used a pick, and I also used some spark plug dielectric grease. And so that is all the tools and the supplies that I used. Yours might be a little bit different, but this is the basic things that you will need to complete this project. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up the cover. And so you just kind of press upward, and there's grommets that hold it all in place. And so you can see those there. Okay, so you need to go ahead and take these 4 connectors off. And they are pretty hard, so sometimes a pick helps. I know I didn't put that in the tool list, but just that little bit of getting underneath there and just kind of helps hold it. Just like that, all 4 of those are off now. Then we have 4 10 millimeter bolts that we need to get off. And so you take your 10 millimeter. And these are not held on very tight, so they should come off pretty easily. Go ahead and put those in a safe place. We're going to go ahead and lift up on the coils. Sometimes you do have to kind of spin these a little bit to get them started to come out, just like so. I do like to leave these in the same order. It should not matter. So that is all 4 of them. Sometimes these little, I guess, rubber retainers sometimes come off. None of mine did, but if they do, you will need to replace those. Next is to go ahead and get the spark plug out of all of them. It is a 5/8 spark plug. You will need an extension. You will want to make sure your spark plug does have some kind of grommet in there. Might be kind of hard to see that's rubbery, or that it is a metallic one. If not, it'll be hard to get these out because these are straight up and down. Do not use any kind of power tool on this as well. This is not something you want breaking off in here. Go old school, and it'll be okay. And just like that, that is the original, and not the most pretty, but it is a Dielectric as well, and so that's awesome. That's the same kind we're putting back in. Go ahead and do that for the other 3. The next step is to go ahead and get your new ones. And you are going to want to compare sizes just to make sure they do look identical. And I checked the gap. The gap is correct on them. Next thing to do is to load them in. You do want to make sure these do not fall down in there. If so, it can damage it. And so just go ahead and take it nice and slow. And then just feed it down in there. I like to do a lot of it by hand. So you're pretty good down in there, and then it's 18 foot-pounds of torque. And it does have a crush washer on it, so it may seem like it goes a little further than you might think. Okay, that's 18. Go ahead and do that for the rest of the other 3. The next thing to do is go ahead and take some dielectric grease, and you're just going to put it down inside of the boot. You don't have to get a lot. Just like so. Then we'll go ahead and put that first one back in. Then do the same for all the other ones. Next thing to do is go ahead and get your 4 bolts and go ahead and start putting them in. So I just made all those finger tight. We're going to do a 10 millimeter, and it is about 6.6 foot-pounds or 80 inch-pounds. And it does not take much. Some of them may not be down as snug as the others, but if it was pretty snug when I did it hand tight, it's not going to take much. And each one of those, that's all it took. It was just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put all of our connectors back in, making sure they snap in and do not pull back out. So you have 4 of those. Test all of those. Then we can go ahead and put your cover back on. And it just has those little things that clip right on in. And we'll go ahead and start it up and test it. And just like that, it fired right up. That is exactly what we wanted. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do have any comments, go ahead and put them in the comment section down below, and I'll try to respond as quickly as possible. Thanks again for watching. Hope you guys have a great day and complete this project yourself.